Okay. Do you like? There's no way she actually remembers all the symbols. Right?
She cannot remember enough details to give exactly what the details are.
But there's the pictures on the phone.
Well, it's
No, she didn't have her phone.
The circles
she has
from above
pictures
and below.
of the scrolls, which is what triggered her vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
so
visions of the circle.
so I try to get those. Like, I figure out how to get those translated then.
So they are arcane runic characters that are not corresponding to actual traditional Chinese characters. So you also know from your research that there is a old tradition of Chinese Romanizations of religious immigration into Asia. So, for example, there's a very famous Chinese poem, Gitai Gitai Bala Gitai Bala Zhang Gitai, which is basically just Chinese characters that sound like the syllables of a Sanskrit prayer that came from the Middle East when that religion came over.
Wow.
And so it is entirely possible that these characters are actually character romanizations of an older language that they're supposed to refer to.
So
An older language.
So older of a language that only an expert would know.
Right, but can you sound them out so that we can pronounce them in English? Or pronounce them?
You could if you knew what the characters corresponded to.
Yeah.
Why not use the Google Translate, Google Speak thing?
Oh, Google Translate doesn't translate these characters.
Yeah.
It's like putting hieroglyphics in. Like, because they're not traditional Chinese characters.
Yeah.
Okay. Gene, do you know like somebody at the university, some like expert in ancient Chinese, whatever?
That we can call up
100%
near
you
midnight.
know.
I mean, yeah. There's divisions for everybody. So
Can you call somebody up and do you know this stuff?
No, I don't know this stuff, but
Call somebody up?
Yeah,
Sort of important. I've only got like 8 hours left here.
They would love to help out a student. This is perfect. So
It's 10 p.m. and you don't know them personally. You can find them in the database for the directory of the university.
would I need to use his computer? Would I be able to look on my phone, or can
Yeah.
I just? Okay. Yeah, I
You
want
have access.
to look for that.
Just go there in person. It's harder to turn away a person than it is to hang up a phone call.
Are we gonna get there before it closes? Is it? Oh wait,
Their
the library.
house?
No,
When we go to the
it's-
house.
it's-
The university library? I mean, the university
I'm talking about
library
going
is
to their
closed
house.
officially.
Okay.
You meant go
Just-
to their house.
Yeah.
Call them
Yeah.
first. Tell them we've got a really
They've already
interesting
gone
problem that we're working on.
Yeah.
Their scholarly acumen will fire up, and they'll get super excited and nerd out over this
10
shit.
Yeah. I've tried
Yeah,
the contact
10 is-
information first.
On a
Okay.
weekend night.
Yeah. So there
think it's a
is
weekday.
there's a renowned sinologist
Mm-hmm.
of Chinese culture and mysticism, Professor Anna Stokowski, who works at the university. She
Wait, say it
is
one more time.
Starovsky,
Starovsky. Okay.
and like she's a full professor who mostly does research. She basically lectures like 1 or 2 classes like a semester, but mostly she's a research professor who like writes papers and looks at old art.
You know, she's probably like synced up with Chinese men in time anyway,
she is
right? She's
also out of town.
But that doesn't mean that we can't send like an email.
Yeah, this is the internet.
You
Like,
could
we
email
can't
her.
break into her place.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a school email? Do I have access to like her personal email?
No.
All right.
Oh, she wouldn't be checking a school email when she's.
Well,
out
if she's
of
on a
town.
business trip,
Some
give it a shot. Give it a
some-
shot.
Yeah. Look, depends on the professor.
Okay, so my message.
No, you can actually see in the database that she's in China right now.
Oh, so she's in a
They're
completely different time zone.
13 hours
Oh,
away.
yeah,
We're in
so she-
Chicago, which is, I think, an hour and a half away.
2 hours away.
2 hours away. So that means they're 11 hours ahead.
2 hours. Well, I went to school out there, I know.
Which means
Well,
it's
I just
about
went out there
it's
like
like in the morning for them.
I can't remember.
Her.
It's definitely 2.
It's like 1 in the afternoon right now there.
Okay,
okay.
perfect. Send that email.
Well, would they check this? Would I
Just
send
call
that?
them.
Okay,
Call them.
I send an email.
Okay, what are you
call.
emailing
You'll
her?
get a response
I basically
faster.
say, Professor Strovsky, I know that you are out of town, and I hate to bother you, but I have a student who's inquiring about something particular to ancient Chinese what is it, calligraphy? What would be the proper term? Like numerology or typography?
Mythological iconography.
Yeah, iconography. And he could really appreciate, like, he would really appreciate it if he could use your expertise on this.
Listen,
we could even send you pictures if need be.
could you just tell her that it's
I
extremely
picture
urgent
exact
and possibly a
thing.
life or death situation?
So Robbie's going to forward these pictures to me. I'm going to attach them into the email.
Okay.
And I say, here's my contact information. Here's also the contact information for the student. His name's Miles Grepsed.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, Jane.
Did you include
Jane
that whole
Ives.
life and death thing?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like,
This is a matter of life and death.
we have a graduate student who needs the things. He will die if it doesn't.
I mean, maybe I say it's like he's got an important thing that he's got to turn in the morning, and he would appreciate if he could get his assignment done as soon as possible.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, he will fail the class.
The email is sent.
Okay.
All right, now we drink.
Yeah.
And maybe some karaoke.
Yeah.
Kyle will try his hand.
There's a huge. Do you have a skill set that you bring to your karaoke performance?
I don't know,
Hit me
persuade.
with your best shot.
No.
Fly away.
I would
Uh,
just like rough voice.
I don't know.
If not, it
everybody
would just be
hates
a
it.
base stat roll.
Appearance.
Probably appearance.
No, it's probably more power.
Power? Oh, I'm not gonna be very good then.
For
Well,
some personality.
Well, it's power times
What was
4.
your thought?
Power times 4?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be very good. That's 36.
You probably did not spend a lot.
Do
Wow.
I succeed 29 under 36.
Yeah, apparently in your grief, your karaoke is filled with passion, and the frat boys are like, "Oh, old
I-
man,
I-
nicely
yeah.
done."
Wow,
sing
what a
a-
wild,
I sing a
wild
sad
night for Kyle.
They figure maybe that's why he has a guitar case. He's like one of those like
what
old
song
guys.
did he
in the-
play though?
I don't know. What's a sad song?
Night,
You don't
Knight
play
Rider.
sad songs at
Fucking-
karaoke.
What? Some Coldplay. I don't know.
Not Coldplay. Nobody does karaoke. Coldplay.
I don't know karaoke.
You do
Oh,
karaoke
you
with
could do
Happy
Near
Music.
Far from the Titanic.
Yeah.
Sure, there
Oh
we go.
yes.
Yeah.
My heart will
okay,
go on.
that's
My
the,
heart will go on,
That's
yeah.
the limit. That's the limit.
It's like, ah!
So here's
Women
what I
are crying in
suggest:
the back.
if it comes down to it, since we have no other options, we could just do a ruse. Say we have the kid when we don't, and then attack them when they get there.
Well, that might be what it comes down to.
Statue.
Hand-to-hand combat.
With the other.
I mean,
Well, I mean, we've all got guns.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we do.
Is anyone karaokeing with Kyle?
No.
Alright, so the interviewer is still at the table.
Yeah.
Alright. Kyle is having a
seven of us.
grand old time.
In fact,
Apparently,
I'm gonna try and fall asleep.
Oh,
Hey,
that will
why?
not take
you
too long.
fucker. you get drunk and then you fall asleep and then he comes in your dream.
That is so easy for you to do.
Oh my
Yeah, because I've been up for days.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak to the bag lady and get in my eye.
Unless Lawn Face gets you.
Long daddy long.
Hey, long face.
Daddy
give me an
long
eye.
face.
Give me an eye. We'll work for eyes.
I like this idea though.
It seems to be our one option, right?
Blaze of Glory,
I
right?
feel like we could leave a note in the other place saying that we have the statue too, and just tell them to meet at the same spot.
Except they might ask for a picture or something along those lines.
If we just leave them a note.
Well, we can't. I mean, they're not going to be back in there before 9 o'clock.
We have to give them something
good
that's going to take the
point.
bait,
And
that's
I'll
going
be
to make
dead
them
by
take the
then.
bait.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what we
a
should
shot.
do? We should go back and check at the bus stops where you saw your son before, and then snap a picture of him, if we can.
Yeah, you know what lead we didn't follow up?
Yeah.
That lead.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
With you.
All right. Sure.
Yeah.
How far are the bus stops where I saw my son?
I mean,
You saw him at-
it was
it was
every
every
along the
bus
way.
stop.
We just
All
go
right.
every
So
bus
we
stop.
just have to go to a bus
Let's
stop.
go to a bus stop. I pay my tab.
Yeah.
Say thank you, and
So they
then
drag you away from your best karaoke night ever.
He gets his
This is
one
important.
good song.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is Hale still asleep?
Hale is asleep at the table.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna like pat him and wake him up. Hale. Hale.
Am
Okay.
I arousable?
Before you wake him up, so Hale, you fall asleep at the table, and you feel like a tap on your shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Do you like look up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at the table, except it's just you. You're still in the Chinese restaurant, and the person who tapped you on the shoulder is an old man who's like at the booth that's right by where your table is, and he is supremely well dressed, like an old British businessman, and he's got a cane that, like, one of those straight canes that has a knob on the top of it, and he's sitting there. He goes, "Seems like your patron has abandoned you. Perhaps you are in the market for a new one."
Well, as far as I can tell, the patrons can't figure out who they want to represent themselves as, so I don't even know. I don't even know who I might have been working for or not.
This is some American God
Who?
shit.
I mean, who are you? What do you do? Do you have a name? What exactly
Do you
are
have a
you
business
proposing?
Do you offer dental?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We need the boy, and the window of opportunity is closing. Your team seems to be hell-bent on compromising our operation. But your patron seems to have turned her attentions to another. We can give you the power that you want in exchange for your cooperation.
You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em.
No, when to walk away.
Don't look
Oh
at your
my
cards
God.
while you're sitting at the table.
It's the final
There is not much time.
Look,
I cannot keep interacting in these ways.
we wouldn't even know how to begin to find the boy that you seek. We followed the leads that we could.
One of you is connected to him. Surely he can lead you to him.
And you would want me to do what with him?
Bring him to us.
The body?
Do it.
Just the body of the boy? His spirit?
These are not ideas that we...
The boy is dead, correct?
He exists.
If I were to bring you his dead body, would that be enough?
We need the boy.
This guy just doesn't get it.
No, yeah. Remember the last time?
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
the difference between the body, the spirit, and the...
All right, take him where?
When you have the boy, we will be able to receive him from you.
What?
Just as soon as you get it.
Listen, River Carp will send me an email. It'll be fine.
As in, you will teleport me, the boy, and myself, or you will contact us.
We will receive him from you when you have him.
That may be as clear as we get.
If
Is
you
there a
wish,
way I can contact you in the future?
do you accept my offer? And he holds out the cane towards you, and you can see the head of his cane is clearly glowing red hot now.
It burns to the touch.
Are you either of the entities? So you are the entity that has the statue.
I have the key, yes.
Okay.
Quickly. There's not much time.
Do it.
Decide.
He's gonna give you an eye.
Get those British imperialist powers.
It's like,
Whoa, that's what this is
what-
about.
Yeah.
what kind of power? The power to rid this city of evil once and for all.
Whatever power you should desire.
Yes.
Oh,
I take
Okay.
it.
So, first of all, you should make a sanity check, of course.
Did I lose sanity after that last sanity check? Did I failed?
Yeah, you lost one.
I lost one.
Yeah.
And I will fail again with a 25. Under 38.
Pass?
No, it's pass.
Oh no, that's a pass, yeah.
Oh, you did
Damn it.
pass. Alright, you lose 3 sanity.
Okay.
damn it.
35.
And then you feel another tap on your shoulder, and you're jostled awake, and it's Dr.
Novac.
Joseph Novac.
Yeah, Dr. Novac, like, say, waking you up.
Hale.
Like, you're guys are leaving.
Hale, we're leaving. You alright?
Where
Your right hand hurts like hell.
are we going? Sorry, not off there. I haven't slept in a while.
Are you keeping your hand shielded from your allies?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to a bus stop. We're going to try to see if we can find Kyle's kid at one of those. He says he saw him on the way here.
I didn't see shit, but
Yeah, I didn't see anything either. He was just
Did you actually
babbling.
ask James if he saw?
I was like, show me, and then I looked, and then it wasn't. Nobody was
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And then I was like,
I mean, sure. We run into most people at bus stops, it seems like.
I mean, unless you have any better ideas.
I really don't.
All right.
All right, we walk to a bus stop. It's Chinatown, Chicago. I assume there's one at every corner.
You can easily find a bus stop at the corner.
Is my son there?
No.
Let's go back to the bar.
Kyle, you can't just keep going back to the bar.
I don't see what else to do.
All right, you know what?
Let's have a cold one and wait it out.
take some initiative.
I just
I don't know.
Have a cold pint and wait for this to blow over.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Are we gonna phone you?
No. I'm just going
Miles
home.
has until sunrise.
You can't just go home.
There's nothing else we can do.
They're gonna kill me.
There's nothing else we can do.
They might kill you if you go home.
How are they going to kill me? Why? What are they going to do to me?
They could kill any of us.
At least then I would understand
They
what's
have
going on.
supreme power all over. Oh yeah. So
Nah, you know what? Fuck them.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
They took away my son. Now they're using it as a bargaining chip, and they expect me to do this impossible task. I'm going to a bar, and I'm going to drink.
I'm gonna stay with you and drink some more.
Let's drink. Here. Can I tell you stories about my son?
Sure. Why
His
not?
first baseball game.
I
Look, we agreed. No bummers.
Alright.
I'm going to head home.
Okay, Dr.
I'm going
Novac goes home.
Back to the bar.
Back to
Kyle?
the bar.
Gene and Tony go back to the bar. Hale, what's your...
I'll go back to the bar too. I'm
Alright.
like, I don't sleep.
I'm sorry, Miles. It's just, what are we to do?
I don't know. I got nothing. All right. Well, I guess I'll go back to the bar and keep
You're
doing-
excited to be back at the bar because you don't get a lot of bar opportunities.
I'm 21.
Yeah, but you don't get to go.
This is your last.
This is his
true.
last night alive. You better live it up.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is like...
Oh,
you
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
do, like, a
yeah.
strip
And
club
I'm
or
drunk in
something?
stupor. Hey, do you have anything you want to do before you die?
I don't drink.
Jeez, bucket list?
Oh God.
I
Just
just
go do that
Yeah,
now.
like-
Come on, man.
I don't want to be
It's,
drunk.
Okay,
Neither of them want to be drunk.
it seems like Kyle is wanting to be drunk and is already, like, probably already there.
Kid, what else can you think of? You got like the whole world at your fingertips. You could talk to anybody on the darknets.
Yeah, it turns out all the spray stuff has dried up.
Okay, so there's no spray. Like no talk about it, no chatter.
It served its purpose. We're at the end game.
And you quickly realize that it's not that there's no talk and there's no chatter, it's gone. All the talk,
Like all the
All the
history,
history. Oh, it's
Any-
been scrubbed.
You can't
Any
scrub stuff from the darknet. That's not how it works.
Oh,
yeah,
but
apparently
you can.
science can't, but apparently if spray isn't a real thing that exists in our world, maybe it just shifts away to a different existence.
Wait, what? Did it ever exist? You guys know about spray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know about color. He made
I
color spray.
invented it.
He made color spray. What are you
That's how
talking
we remember it.
But it seems like the internet doesn't. The internet doesn't forget anything. That's not. Oh my God. What is going on? There's something here.
The articles in the papers and all that sort, that's all still there.
Oh, okay.
It's all the conversations on the darknet are gone. Like the trade things, the drop-offs, the people looking for supply, all of that is gone.
You know, kid, I mean, I got a lot of resources from the library, but I could help you if you never need, to look stuff up on the computer. It's kind of my bread and butter, a little bit.
I mean, I don't know what we need to look up. Like, I don't know what information there is that we don't.
Well, what we don't have is the location of a statue, a body, what happened with color spray, demons. We got a lot of stuff we don't know about.
We still didn't access those restricted computers, did we?
No, we never.
You
got around
never
to
had
that.
access to them. They were taken away by the Homeland Security.
And
Oh, they were all removed.
we got ourselves kicked out by being creepers.
Yeah, we did. Well, somebody did.
I got kicked out. Because apparently trying to ask questions to a student is...
Nobody.
You're not a student at the
Well,
school.
clearly, that student was.
You're also not here for
River
this
Car.
conversation. Yeah. You walked away.
Yeah, it's hard if the student specifically accuses you of creeping
Yeah,
on
yeah.
them. That's like,
So, you said you have till sunrise?
Yeah, I mean, 7:23.
You gotta wonder how they do it. You know? They're gonna
Yeah, if
just,
you're
like,
here, like,
someone just gonna show up and do it, or just gonna drop down
are you gonna
dead.
teleport?
what's your constitution? How
My
strong are
constitution?
you?
8.
All right, you
That's
should make
low.
a con times 3 roll.
I passed with a 2.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow, you are a good drunk. You
Yeah.
are able to keep it going. Your stories are just pouring out. It's like this little league game,
rest of
that
our
soccer
frustration.
thing. That one time you worried he might be gay.
Yeah.
It was like you just got all kinds of stories.
The one thing stronger than
Don't be
alcohol is
Don't be worried
grief.
about that.
Catching him masturbating.
Oh.
It's like the stories are just becoming weirdly innocuous. Like you're trying to come up with every like moment that you can think of, and some of them are weird and like uncomfortable. It's like there's
The more I remember of him, the more he exists.
Hey, Miles, have you ever thought that, like, maybe we should just put out, like, some big public statement to make sure that more than just us know about this? Like, we never talked to the police. We got a bunch of police officers here. We could get a lot more resources. Couldn't you form, like, a task force with the police?
I don't have that kind of authority, and I don't have the kind of evidence that would demand such a response.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is we don't have any
evidence to
we don't
that.
have anything.
Following us.
All we have is
Like, we have a video
this
of...
crazy story of like us
Yeah.
getting stuck into the.
go
You
back
make a
to that
make a viral
place.
video. That'd be kind of interesting, you know?
All right, yeah, you know what? I've got that footage. I put it on YouTube.
Be like,
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
What are they gonna
Kill
kill
ya?
me?
be like, demonic possession happens at local blah blah blah.
But they could just remove it from the internet like they did with the...
Exposed.
fake.
Hashtag exposed. They love being people getting exposed.
Yeah.
Slenderman has more evidence than this shit.
You know. Hashtag gone wrong.
I link it, same account, link it to that video of Louisa that we've got of her like having that weird possession.
ooh, exciting,
Right,
Wow.
local
Alright, so
local
you get that
cop
out there.
possessed by demon.
Yeah, tens of thousands of like base
career's
controllers are watching this right now. Also, Luisa slumps over. Apparently, like she hasn't eaten all day, and like
Why didn't
Also,
she
she-
eat anything?
because
She's
she's
having
just been like kind of weirdly hanging out with you
mental
guys, like
breakdown.
doing her job.
Can we like order her
Should we,
some
like, feed her
food or something?
And then she
She's
thought
a-
she was
she-
going to be off
she's-
shift, and then she like saw a dead boy, and then suddenly her mind left.
She's a
her.
grown adult. She can order her own food.
We just order her some
She just
humbug.
passed out.
Okay,
so let's give
She's
her
just
some...
now been catatonally drinking with you guys, and now she's drunken too much. And
Listen, I order myself some soup noodles.
She might be responsible
Oh.
for us.
If I'm
but
gonna be dead in
not
the morning, I'm
responsible
gonna eat
for
some
her,
goddamn
so-
Chinese soup noodles.
the waiter is surprised that you're ordering soup noodles because normally people come here to drink and do karaoke, do not order soup noodles, but they're excited that you're aware of them, and he promises that they'll be out very shortly.
Okay. So you said like tens of thousands of people are watching these. I like advertise this in like weird occult forums on
Sure.
the web. You know, sorts
Yeah.
of people who'd be up at whatever the hell time it is.
/ occult.
Lots of people in Europe and Asia are seeing it right now.
/ YouTube haiku.
Yeah.
Getting all kinds of like
what other videos do
feedback,
we
the
have?
usual trolling and
There's
stuff like
already
that.
yeah.
memes being made of it.
Yes, I know.
You
It's
know what?
ridiculous.
I've already gotten more viewers than Tabletop Talks. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. But
Internal
true. But
dig.
true.
I mean, like...
But true.
Can I look
70?
up on
Why-
the web
why?
and see if there's like an occult shop open in this area at this time, or is everything closed?
Oh yeah, it's Chinatown.
Yeah.
Occult shops are weird in the sense they don't really have official open and close times. You know, you go there, and there's an old Chinese man with a beanie and a long beard, and he goes,
Okay.
"Don't buy the monkey's paw."
Cool.
Yeah,
Why
but
is he
it's half
selling
off.
it?
How close is the nearest
You're gonna
one?
wish you hadn't.
It's 3 blocks away.
3 blocks away.
Don't feed them after midnight.
It turns out that like it's whether you go to New Orleans or Chinatown or things like that,
They never.
every occult shop
Plan
is kind of like the same
B.
thing with just a different skin.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
In New Orleans, is usually a really old
Hey,
black lady.
folks, there is this a cook shop 3 blocks away that happens to be open. We could see if maybe they know anything about the symbols, or if they'd be willing to-
Chinatown.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
Chinatown's
Okay.
great.
I'm on board.
I love
Okay,
Chinatown.
awesome.
Do I get back to my house?
Not
yeah,
yet.
you-
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Yeah,
all right.
to you.
Oh wait, probably by now, yeah, because they've been drinking. Yeah, you get home.
Okay. I get to my house, shut the door behind me, I lock it, bolt the lock. I go over my pegboard, I stare at it for a second,
Oh, that's right.
and I just start tearing it all down. So just like in a fit of frustration and rage,
That's very cinematic.
I start tearing the pegboard and pins out of the wall and the yarn off the wall. It's like, it didn't mean anything! And I just pull it all off the wall.
Oh, darn it,
tear
that would be a
down,
great ending scene for the episode. But we're not quite there.
Oh, no.
tear it
Certainly
and
not.
throw it down. And then I get my rifle out of the closet.
Oh.
And
Oh, are you gonna go kill your entire party?
no, why would I do that?
This is Call of Cthulhu.
And I make
Do it.
I make
So
a
Teen Wolf.
I make a strong pot of coffee, and then I drink I drink the coffee, and I sit up, and I start looking around the city for the best strategic spot for an ambush.
Yeah.
Like
To ambush
an ambush
who?
like a group of
To ambush a group of people.
Wow, there's infinite places. The city of
Okay.
Chicago is massive.
That's fine. I just want one that's like hopefully away from nearby police stations, one that isn't very watched very heavily,
Like
and
anyone?
has a sizable just a single entrance and exit with vantage points.
This is too topical.
Okay, so like a warehouse.
Sure. Yeah. Great.
Sure. Yeah, there are countless abandoned warehouses throughout the city.
Okay. As soon as I find one that I think is suitable, I will take my rifle with me. Actually, no. I will leave the rifle where it is for now in my apartment, and I will head out to the warehouse to scope it out.
Okay, are you looking for a warehouse like close to the hospital, close to the university, or like far off, like an hour's drive from the city?
If there is one suitably close enough to the hospital that is far enough away where it won't draw too much attention where something were to go down there, then yes, I will go for that one.
So it's not so much whether it draw attention, it would be like if attention was drawn, how long it would take law enforcement to get there.
I see. Okay, so would one near the hospital take them a sufficient amount of time?
It would be easy and fast for
Okay.
them to get there.
Then
because
I will-
it'd be near an important part of town.
Then I will find one somewhere away from the
All
hospital.
right, so like 45 minutes as you head north towards the airport.
Okay.
There's a whole industrial district where that would be, where it would take police like 20 to 25 minutes to get there.
All right, so I'll send Miles a message on Sneak saying, working on a plan, more details soon.
Dr.
Innocuous
Novac might
and
just come through for
non-informative.
us.
That's perfect.
There you go.
What?
I said innocuous and non-informative. That's perfect.
Well, just in case Rivercarp's still watching communications.
No, that's fair.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's just that like when you say working on a plan, they're like, oh, it could be anything. Maybe he like has discovered the secret of reading Chinese or something. I'm going to Rosetta Stone now. I'll be ready in 2 days.
Okay.
I'm on lesson 17. Ni hao. It's like, what's
Okay.
that Spanish phrase?
Stingy
There's something
Rosetta
baño with. it's
Donde
like-
está el baño?
Yeah, it's like, that's the lesson
Where
you're on.
is the
Chinese
bathroom?
version of it.
No tengo ni idea. I have no idea. Lo siento. I'm sorry.
为什么你没有油啊? That was like, why do you not have beef?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Don't think
No, that's what you learn when you learn foreign languages. You learn phrases that would never be used in real life.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
Why would that ever
How old are you?
It's like the worst phrase for an American to ask. Like, walk into a Chinese restaurant in China and be like, I want a hamburger. Why don't you have beef?
I know, right? Oh, that, like you actually find a use for it. That'd
Yeah.
be amazing. It's like, I
Okay.
learned lesson 17 is why don't you have beef, and I actually used it.
¿Cuáles hamburgues?
Okay, so you guys are all heading out to the shop. Who's gonna carry Louisa?
Shit.
I have low strength.
Is she, like, passed out now?
She's passed out at the table.
no.
Wait, did
man.
you get her any food?
She's unconscious.
No.
You can get her food, but she will be
won't eat
unconscious
it.
unless you wake her
Put
up
your
and
soup
force it.
noodles up to her
Your
mouth.
soup noodles will arrive after you've left.
Let's
We gotta.
No.
take her home. Where does she
Where does
live?
she live? Just
Does she
leave her
have
in the
a-
bar.
That seems
Who gives a
irresponsible.
damn?
Yeah, she'll be
Just
fine.
leave her.
The
Just
world
leave
might
her.
be about to
Fuck it.
end.
Yeah. That sounds
She's not good for anything.
Yeah.
It seems
I'm gonna-
irresponsible.
We ditch
I'm gonna
her.
call the.
Oh well.
More better.
Look, our morals have to degrade at some point in this
I'm
campaign.
gonna
It's
call
session
an
7.
anonymous
The
tip
bartender will probably
that
call her an ambulance.
they
Ambulance.
saw what looked like a cop passed out at the bar here,
Okay,
and leave her.
sure.
I wait for my soup noodles to come before we go to the occult
Get him
shop.
to go.
All right.
Because
Okay.
I really want to
This
eat
is
those
the end
soup
for me.
noodles.
All right.
Okay.
It takes about 15 minutes for the soup
best
noodles
I
to
can
arrive.
Great,
That
we
I
got
go
plenty
to
of time.
jail.
Yeah,
Oh
let's
wait,
take-
I'm only gonna call in the tip once we're ready to
Okay,
leave.
yeah.
because otherwise
I don't
they'll
wanna
show
see
up
the-
and
I
it's
don't wanna
like,
see
you
the
mean
cop.
this cop right here sitting at your table? Yeah, so basically she's unconscious, your soup noodles arrive. You're
slurp them
eating your
down.
soup noodles, takes about 10-15 minutes. As soon as the noodles arrive, you're like, wow, those are really good smelling soup noodles. Why did we not get soup noodles?
Oh man.
Too bad, we gotta go to the occultist.
I gotta look up and figure out what soup noodles are.
Yeah, now I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Wait, have you guys not had soup noodles?
I might have, I just don't know by that name.
It's like fall except better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd go for that.
Have you guys
Alienated.
not gone to Din Tai Fung?
Yes.
No.
I have no idea what that is.
I think I've gone
We've
there.
alienated half our viewers.
I think I've gone there, but I haven't
Better
gotten the
than
noodle
pho?
soup.
Impossible. No.
No, you forget
Vegetarian.
not all of
All of our
viewers in
Vietnamese
Seattle.
viewers have just slammed their laptop shut. It's like,
Oh.
those arrogant Chinese people with their better soup noodles. Tabletop talk is dead to us.
No, I want to check out this occult place. We're bad.
Yeah.
All right, so now you
Yeah.
so you abandon Louisa, and
Bye, Louisa. You
I'm gonna go there tomorrow.
keep up the good work.
Good work.
Say how do you move for me?
you slip $5 in there like a breast pocket. Good
Oh
job.
my God.
Buy yourself something nice.
Okay.
All right, so then you head out. So you get to the occult shop, and it is I was gonna say it's a typical Chinese occult shop, but you've never gone to one, so you know. So basically, it's dark and shadowy, and you walk in, and it's like super cramped. And any of you ever tried to go shopping in like these little like Chinese herbal medicine shops in Chinatown, where like
Super
the
tiny
aisles are
ones?
only wide enough for small Chinese people?
Oh, Gene and Tony are like,
So it's like that. It's super awkward, and it's like just rows of inventory that's like behind the counters, like just jars of like things that are like ginseng and various herbs, and like little drawers that are probably filled with like bumblebee carcasses and lizards and stuff like that. And in the glass countertop, there's like all kinds of things stuffed in there, like little statues of Buddhas and like random red boxes of Chinese characters and things like that. And it's like clearly one of those shops where the guy who owned it like set up, put all of his stuff in there, randomly stuffed them in there, and everything's kind of out of order. And to find anything, you just look on shelves until you see something that looks like something you want. And when you first walk in, it doesn't seem like there's anyone in here. Like the door is open, but there's nobody here.
does it have
Oh,
like one of
bell
those?
rings, sorry.
Yeah, there's a bell.
Yeah, there's a little bell. Isn't it? Behind the counter is one of those like statues of Guangdong with the incense and
Wait,
Yeah. Does it look like it's moved or anything?
no.
I-
It's like,
wait.
in
Oh,
fact,
no.
its back is to the glass window,
Oh,
so
okay.
you can see that it's like for real.
Okay.
Hello?
Coming out. And like there's like a curtain at the end of like the counter, and and then there's a little old lady who comes out. It's like a 5'2" old Asian woman. She's wearing like one of those like Mao jackets,
Okay.
big poof of gray afro
Who's
hair.
taking the lead on asking
Okay,
questions?
I've got the pictures on my phone. So
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Come so late. How
yeah.
how
we're
can I
still
help?
Open. I have a few questions. I have a few questions about these. Can I show you a picture of a scroll that we found?
Oh, yes,
And can I
yes.
maybe get some advice on it. So I'm going to zoom into one of the scrolls so she can't see the room, but only the like.
Oh.
Do you know what this is?
Yes, Lucky Charm.
Lucky
Yeah.
Charm.
And she like scooches over, and you can see like 2 places down. There's like a pile of these things that are like exactly like these things. They're like little strips of paper with like Chinese characters written on them in that kind of script, and some of them are like little like jade pendants that you can buy, and like you see Asian people with them all the time and stuff like that. It's
How
like,
much is a
Lucky-
Lucky Charm?
Oh, depend on what kind you want.
Is there
I make good
one?
deal for lovely lady.
Is there one similar to this one, or are they all
Oh
different?
yes, they all different, all different kind of luck. Some obviously more lucky, more expensive.
I see.
Pay for that luck.
Luck is quantifiable.
Yes.
Is it like a Ofuda?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But there's different kinds as well.
Okay.
They're stacked as well.
Listen, I think we gotta go all in. Show the whole picture.
Okay, I'm gonna show her a different scroll.
Are you gonna show her the drawings from the above and below?
Well, we know what those are. We found that on the internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're Chinese pentagrams.
But
Are they
she
all
said
the same?
lucky.
Or as.
Oh, all different.
All different?
Oh, yeah, all different.
All lucky?
Oh, of course. So, like healthy baby, like more baby for you. That this one, and then over here, like make house safe.
Oh.
Oh, this one. Oh, strong husband.
No, I'm not. Oh my goodness! These mean a lot of different things.
I think
Oh.
she might be bullshitting us.
Are you looking for all together?
No, I was more looking for a specific, just to get more of the meanings out of these because I saw them and I liked them.
Oh yes.
Um,
We have book with all like pictures and stories.
oh, you have
Is it
a
in
book
English?
that has all.
Yeah, so she comes around and
yeah,
like
that's
she walks like to at one of the aisles and like there's a section of like a whole bunch of like Chinese books and they're super weird. Like most of you have never seen them. Like they're these bong red volumes. They're only about like this like 6 inches wide and they're about a foot tall
Mhm.
and they're like bound. They're red and they're bound with like thread.
Oh. Okay.
And so there's a whole pile of these types of books on the shelf, and then like near the bottom, there's a bunch of these like that look like library books that you would see. They've got the plastic binding thing in that, and she takes one out, and it's like a Chinese mythology thing. It's got like animals on the cover, and like she opens it up, and there's like pictures of the I Ching. It's written in English, and it's like, oh, this is a Chinese symbol for dragon, and the dragon is like this, and if you're a fire dragon born in the year blah blah blah, and it's basically this whole like encyclopedia of Chinese mythology.
Okay, this might come in handy later. I will.
$40.
It's actually not bad.
We'll cover it.
Okay.
Book.
Gene and Tony pay for it.
Oh, excellent. Do you need bag?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
We're good. Thank you. So back to the bar to read this book.
You mean the bar where we just called the cops to?
Oh wait, no, can't go to that
Damn it,
bar
Hale.
anymore.
Whatever.
What
there's a million
I just
things
need
to do.
someone to pick her
Like,
up.
lucky
Like-
pendant? Lucky paper?
Lucky
You know what? I could use a little luck.
Ooh. What
Well-
kind of lucky do you want?
Defense against death.
Yeah, how do I put this?
Do you have a defense against the dark arts?
Do you have an anti-bullet charm?
Do I look at where am I?
anti-ghost.
Sure.
No, so I'm
How about like purity of body? Is that a thing?
Oh. I see. I know exactly what you are talking about. Of course. And she like she reaches into the counter and she like takes out a jade pendant with like little gold I forgot what the name of it. The piece that like holds the pendant in place. And it says, very lucky for you. Only $95.
I get out my wallet and pay her the money.
Oh, perfect. And she hands you.
Not gonna use this on anything else.
Gene very reluctantly says, "Do you have anything for I?
Oh, what happened to I? Oh, so bad.
I don't really know, to be honest. But do you? I'm getting a little bit of headaches.
Oh, perfect. We have very good ginseng tea with bumblebee honey. Drink every day. Good for headache.
I'll take some of that. Yeah, sure.
All right. So she goes to the back and she like opens a little like one of those little wooden drawer things, and she like has one of these scales with a little like heavy weight measure on one side, and she pours some bumblebee carcasses on one side, and she measures it out. She puts it away. She like wraps it in a little paper that's like in a little bundle, and then she goes and grabs some more herbs from another thing, and she wraps it off, and she creates this whole bundle in this little jar of honey, and she puts it all together, and she goes, make tea. put in refrigerator, heat up, drink once a day, 10 days, headache go away.
Thank you.
She rings it up and it's like, $230.
Why not?
Damn good tea.
No, yeah, why not?
Man, you guys better catch a cab after this because you're getting taken for a ride.
So you have a cool little bundle of like Chinese herbal medicine.
Listen, if this works,
Oh, these ignorant people.
This is the
either Miles dies or he survives, and I blame it on this jade pendant.
the most powerful $95 jade pendant ever.
Yeah. I mean, like you get shot and it's just like wound stitches up.
That'd be amazing.
Does Hale want anything for his hand?
That was only $95.
I don't believe in this garbage.
Kyle's like, alcohol? You think we're at another bar?
Oh, damn,
I'm just looking at things.
Yeah, you're probably sort of confused why we're here.
You
Yeah,
think we're at another
yeah.
bar? You try to order.
Yeah, I'm like, this.
So I
Yeah.
look at the scrolls. Do any of them seem like super? Do they all look the same, or is it totally different from?
The pictures of the scrolls you took,
Yeah.
they're all super different. Like, it looks like every single one had no duplicated characters from previous
Okay.
ones.
But the scrolls that she's selling, they look.
All of
She
the.
sells.
They look like
different.
groups of the same ones. Like,
Oh,
they
okay.
may have been mass produced.
Did she look at all of
She
the
sells sea
pictures of
scrolls. Buy the scroll.
She did. She showed them to the lady, and the lady kind
The
of
wall?
like pointed
Yep.
at some of the
Alright.
characters and said, "Oh, this is a character for this, and this is a character for this."
Even though we know what the circle things are, can we at least show her them so that we can get just a little bit more
We don't have a
knowledge?
picture of the circle.
In-
thing.
in
If you
fact,
can
when-
find it in the book, yeah.
in that glass case where the charms are, there are also charms that have images like the one that you're showing. Like one of them is like a cloth that has like a wheel like this drawn on there with a little teacup on it, and you get a sense that this is like a Chinese version of a Ouija board.
So-
Okay.
So ask her what the purpose would be for a wheel or a circle below and above, and with these.
Yeah.
Pictures
Have
are-
you
just
seen
describe the whole
rooms
thing.
with these big on the floor?
Oh, like in temple, yes,
In
for
temples.
fortune telling and good luck.
Oh.
Keep out evil spirit.
Okay.
Keep out evil spirits.
Oh, evil spirits. Okay.
in the circle in the funeral.
My phone hasn't been pinged yet for any sort of email.
Oh no,
Okay. Just thought I'd double check.
doesn't seem super urgent.
Oh, certainly not. She's in China.
Should I put a red flag on it, man?
Red flag? What do you mean red flag?
Put a red. You mark it as important. It's a thing you can do,
Yeah.
like an exclamation point or something. You don't do it casually because it's only for important things. This is important.
Is it too late to go? Can I do that now?
Start an
No.
email.
Keep in mind, she is an academic researcher,
Yeah.
and you just said some student needed her to look at some scroll work.
Well, that's the truth.
Yeah, which is fine, but
It's a version of the truth.
it's not exactly super high
It's
priority.
the version of the truth that I thought to do.
I mean, it's possible that when she gets home at night, she might look at it, and if she has some
Don't have
time,
that
she
kind
might
of
write
time.
you back. But it's not the sort of thing she goes, "Oh my gosh, national security scroll work interpretation."
Okay,
Like,
maybe I forward the email over to him, and then he can say about how urgent it is.
Okay, I do that.
They're like, oh,
what are you conveying about this urgency? Like, if you don't get this paper in, you'll fail or something?
No, I say that like this is Jean. Let's say I tell her that basically Jean doesn't know the whole situation. This is quite possibly a life or death situation, and I would appreciate it if you treated it with the utmost urgency.
It seems,
And I mark it with the little exclamation point.
but it seems
Sure.
like it's just some lucky charms.
It's I mean that's what it seems like. So maybe
And
we
there
don't
are
have anything.
pictures like that one in the book.
Has your will been broken?
There are.
Okay, cool.
None of them match exactly, but
Yeah.
the type of script is familiar to you.
It's the same.
So, like you can definitely look at it and go, "Oh, look, it's like that kind of character."
Okay. Oh, it's like that kind of character, but like
But not exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
So it really could be something more sinister. Okay.
Yeah, well, we found out that these are the phonetic ones, and they're the phonetic ones for possibly like an ancient evil language.
Not necessarily, but
Pretty sure that's what James at least implied.
okay.
Yeah, so,
I mean-
so just so you have a rough idea, so you know, most Chinese chops are like actual characters, right? So they're like these actual Chinese characters. But you see how these are kind of more like hieroglyphic like? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about, where they're very clearly like weird and squiggly, and some of them actually look like pictures, like that's like a scorpion and that's like a tower and things like that. And they correspond to basically a proto character system for what eventually evolved into the Chinese character system. So this is the kind of thing I'm talking about.
And so the little old lady does not know anything about these proto characters. She's just like, oh, it's a Lucky Charm.
Like she knows enough to say, oh look, this is the one that's like associated with fertility, or this
Okay.
one is associated with blah blah blah. But it's they're sort of like if you went and found like old like Norse runes and wanted to find someone who can interpret them, there would be very few experts who had more than just cursory knowledge, and to understand what they meant in tandem would be a project as opposed to something you just look at and say, oh yeah, this is blah blah blah.
So we just bought a book, and Jean is a librarian. I want to read through the book. Maybe I find something interesting.
You clearly recognize this as like a category of books that typically exist in libraries. It's like, oh, introducing to interesting things. Like it's probably a series like Greek mythology, Chinese mythology, blah blah blah. It's very rudimentary. It's a good reference book, and it gives you a good first, like, this is what people had before Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Like, when you just need to learn something really quick, it's like, oh, I buy this book.
But yeah, there's like nothing in the book that like stands out.
You wouldn't be able to use it to translate anything significant.
Okay. Or like anything about anything within the book about like just mythology in general that kind of hits on the topics that we've been encountering.
Tons. Like, there's, like,
Tons.
the Chinese mythology is all about superstition. It's all about, like, defensive against the dark arts, warding against evil, you know, climbing the 79 steps to the Temple of Fertility to make sure your baby is born a male. Like, there's all this stuff, like, is in there.
Then is there anything that's like, if it's talking about superstition and it's also talking about ways to ward off like evil spirits, is there anything in the book that's like recreatable that applies, like if we need to ward ourselves off against evil spirits?
Oh, yeah. There's,
Yeah.
like, you could look in there and say, oh, look, this is a classic ward against, like, evil. I'm sure I could probably pay $10 and buy this ward in this shop.
Oh,
Okay.
well then we haven't left the shop yet, have
No,
we?
we haven't.
Like, you've probably even seen these. Like, if you have any Asian friends, you've probably walked into their homes or rooms and you've seen these, like, octagonal mirrors or a circular mirror in the middle and some trigrams around it. Like, that's a classic evil ward thing. Like, almost all traditional Chinese houses has one
So get
facing the
some
door.
Lucky Charms.
So yeah, I flipped the page to that particular thing. I'm like, you have any of these in stock?
Oh, yeah. And then there's, like, plenty hanging on the wall. Like, you could buy, like, a $10 one that's, like, this big, and you could buy, like, a wall-size one for $200. That's, like,
I'm not gonna go 200 though.
3 feet in diameter.
Yeah, I mean, we sort of, like, we've been through this, right? We just asked her, like, hey, do you have Lucky Charms that match these? And she was like, yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Tons. She has, like, death paper for,
I buy-
like, you want to burn
I
stuff.
buy
or-
2.
Okay. Yeah. $10 charm? $20 charm? $100 charm?
Pocket size.
Oh, pocket size. Okay. $20.
Okay. Yeah, buy 2 of them. One for Tony, one for
I'll
Jean.
buy a $20 charm too.
Got myself a
They
charm.
come with little red yarn hanging things. Very true.
2 charms. Like 2 chains. 2 charms.
And some incense.
Ooh. Oh, plenty of incense. All different kind.
Man, we've hit so many
You
brick
also realize
walls.
that incense in Chinatown is really cheap. You're like, oh, I don't know why I've been buying incense at these like random white people shops. Chinatown incense is so
Just
cheap.
buying it off Amazon. Bezos.
Perfect.
So we went back to the bus stop and your son wasn't there.
So you get to your warehouse.
Okay,
It's abandoned. It's
Great.
locked.
great, perfect.
There are broken glass windows. You could probably claw into a window
Let's go
without
back to my
too much
house.
difficulty.
I'm gonna
If they
peek in
stole
through
the statue
one of the
at my
windows
house, maybe
and
they-
click on a
something
flashlight and like
picked
look
up on
around
that.
You see what looks like
Some
the
residual.
left behind things of people who might have like camped out here at some point, like homeless people. It's clear that people run in here and do stuff, either do drugs or hang out and do party at night. Like there's no one here right now, but there's clearly like graffiti and like beer bottles and like needles and other crap that shows that people show up here and just randomly take advantage of the open space that the city has forgotten about.
Okay. So I'll shine my light around in there, click it off, and then I'll send a message to Hale through Sneak, and I'll say, meet me in the alley by the place we were last night. As soon as I'll give him a time of like a couple hours from now.
Okay. Well,
So this is a single message only to him,
Um,
or is it a group message with like him tagged?
I'm gonna send it to Hale only.
I figured.
all right.
All right, you will have roughly 2 hours to get away from this group. It'd be like 4 in the morning.
You guys,
No, wait.
No,
It would be like 1 a.m.
you're all welcome to come back to our house.
Let's do it. After party.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go follow that lead.
I want to see
You might
the.
find something.
Party Kyle is so awesome compared to sad, dying son Kyle.
I really want to. I want to see
Boy,
the.
and
I
I
want to see
know
the
that would
damage
kill them
done.
earlier.
You know, maybe when they, they broke in and stole a statue. Maybe they left something behind. You know.
Sure. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, a little bag of sand with exactly the same weight.
If your lawyer saw anything.
So you guys all head back to your home?
Sure, I guess.
Ooh, all right.
There are no payphones anywhere in the city anymore, right?
It's outdated.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there
I mean, you
may
can
be
just, like,
some,
go
but I
into
would have
Starbucks
no
or
idea
something
where
and
they
ask
would
to use
be.
their phone.
Yeah, that's true.
I think any that existed have been disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Let's
Keep
call a
going.
lift. Or are we taking a taxi?
There's only
where-
5 of
where are we going
six.
to now?
There's 6 of us.
You're now
We're
going
going
to
to
their house.
Gene?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so you all get there easily when there's no need to worry about your Lyft drivers and stuff like that. So you return to the scene of the crime. Things have been kind of like patched up, and like the windows have been kind of boarded up and stuff like that. Your attorney has taken care of making it more serviceable, but the inside of the house is still just a mess. Like they've done some inventorying. There's some cleanup that's been done, but it's kind of messy. There's bullet holes in the wall. Like, clearly the crime scene people have done their thing and they've taken away the little flags and they've taken all the pictures and stuff like that. So your being back here is not a problem, but the house is kind of messed up. The windows are boarded up. There's still like things turned over on the ground and shattered glass in certain places. Like, no one's done a thorough cleanup job yet.
I should have added, sorry. I'm going to, before I go off to meet Hale, I'll make a rough map drawing of the area. Like, not anything
Oh,
too...
the warehouse area?
Yeah, not anything too elaborate, just a basic entrance.
But you're meeting him by the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But I just want to make sure I said that.
That'll take you a little bit because
Yeah.
you have to like walk around
Hence,
the area.
hence the 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So yes, so you come back and yeah, everything else seems pretty undisturbed. In fact, if you didn't know your statue had been stolen, you wouldn't have noticed it because of the mess. And everything else is fine. Like you, in fact, like the wine that you had set out is still there, and like there's an uncorked bottle, and you go, oh, it's all ruined now because it's been sitting out for 2 days. But
And so I look to the area where the statue was, and like it's just that it's gone, and that
yeah,
there's
in
nothing
fact,
like.
it seems like they basically knew exactly what they wanted, came in, took it, and immediately left. Nothing else is disturbed. In fact, much more valuable things that have been sitting around seem like they have remained undisturbed.
Yeah, I don't think that my home had home security. That would be too convenient to retcon. Gene and Tony switch out of suits into like some nice regular clothes, like some clothes that if need be are a little bit more breathable.
Other parts of the house are fine. Like, you know, your bedroom is okay. The other is like just this one living room area that's all shot up. But it's got character. Like, your friends can sit in this like shot up couch and
Yeah.
sit by the
Hey, you guys, you want some wine? We left the wine
Let's
out.
do it. Wait, but it's 2 days old.
You have good wine in the fridge, and you clearly have a good wine like Not a
Stock,
humidor.
like whole
Whatever that
order.
thing is that's not a humidor. It's like a little wine refrigerator.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, well, okay, I offer everybody wine.
I'm just gonna die.
Sweet.
Yeah, the
We've
clock
just
is kill me.
accepted it.
I
There's
don't.
not really anything to
See
do, so.
If we could, so does the book say anything about conjuring specific spirits?
No, that is
Oh.
way too. Yeah, you also in the 80s they weren't really putting that into books. People were kind of like creeped out by that kind of thing at the time.
Yeah.
They reference ideas about it, but there's no like, oh, in case your child plays Dungeons and Dragons, he may want to read chapter
Satanic
13.
Panic.